Her name is Sandy Guardiola. She was an Afro-Latina Puerto Riqueña from Brooklyn, New York, Los Sures, which is Williamsburg. She was my friend during our preteen and teen years. We took different directions. I stood in the streets. She went off to finish school, get her degree, become a corrections officer, become a Nassau County court officer. She transferred. Then she stopped. She went over to Columbia University, got her master's in social work so that she can help those in need. Her heart was to help parolees, people in prison who come out and society and them just kind of don't mix, and her heart was to help these people get back in the groove, get a life, get a job, and do well. So while she was, she finished, she got her degree, she moved to upstate New York, Canandaigua, New York, and she was working at the Bimington parole office. But sadly, she was experiencing some harassment, some racism, because she is a Black Latina LGBTQ woman, and they didn't like it. And she was smart. She was very smart. Okay, and they didn't like it. So she sensed that harassment. So she decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here, but I am going to transfer to Bimington office. So while she was transferring, she got into a car accident September 4, 2017, 1 month before her death date. And she, while she was recovering at home, she got her transfer approved. And she was getting ready to start her new job, not her new job, but you know, her new office, new coworkers, new everything. But then someone at the Rochester office decided to put in a wellness check and sent the cop over to her house to check and see why she didn't come into work on October 4, 2017, which is the day she got killed. And this officer went into her home. He demanded that the condo open her door. He went in. He shot Sandy 3 times before Sandy can even wake up from her bed, and he got off scot-free. 6 months after he killed Sandy, he got off scot-free, because in Canandaigua, New York, they all stick together and they all come against people of color, brown, Afro-Latina, Puerto Rican, Dominican, whatever it is. If you're brown, if you're black, they don't want you up there. Okay, they don't want you up there. And sadly, my friend was savagely killed because someone was afraid of her skin color, because that's the only thing that could have intimidated this white cop. Okay, his name is Scott Cadium, and I'm not afraid to say his name. His name is Scott Cadium, and I'm fighting for justice for Sandy, because Scott Cadium has to fess up and say, yes, I deliberately killed her, because there's no way. If you read it on the newspaper, if you Google her name, Sandy Guardiola, you will see there's a lot of loose ends. You will see too many. And as a matter of fact, even when he shot her 3 times, he waited 10 minutes. He called his superior. He called other cops. EMS was across the street waiting to go in. But no, they had to let Sandy die, because they knew if Sandy survived, just like Jacob Blake, she was going to share her story about how she was targeted.